All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably one of the easiest setup for a lesson. Remember that you need to watch the other video to understand space. What you need for this lesson is ready? A pencil, and that is it. Fantastic, right? Yes. Okay, space. And I'm not talking about the final frontier or outer space, okay? A little bit different. All right, space is a 2 or 3-dimensional area into which all other elements are planned. You're like, what does that mean? Basically, it means your paper and what you're going to do with it, okay? So first thing we have here is we have two types of space. We have negative space and we have positive space. All right, so we're going to start off with, I want you to draw, and it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? A little, oh my gosh, this is crazy. A little jar. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, and I know, it's pretty horrible. But you know what? It's okay. I want you to draw a little vase with a flower in it, okay? But I want you to make sure that little arrow is on top of the vase, all right? All right, so what does this mean? Negative space is the space that's left, okay? That's not in the design, all right? You see how all this is empty right here? Now, if I go in and I put in some extra lines, this is kind of becoming positive space. Positive space is created in the areas that are occupied by an object or form, okay? So, yes, here we might have lines, okay, but this is the object that's here. This is the positive form. Now, if I started to do, like, maybe I put another flower on the ground, we'd have another positive space right here, okay? So, space is how we can kind of deal with things. Used space, unused space. Let's put it that way. Okay. Illusion of space. How do we make things look like they go further back? All right. So artists have a couple of ways that they are able to create space. All right. So the first one is, and we're just gonna draw circles. Okay. Is we're gonna draw a circle on top of the table, and shading is the first thing. Now, some people may not know how to shade, but it's okay. So what you're going to do is actually, it's when you press down and you come up a little lighter. Press down and come up a little lighter. Press down, come up a little lighter. You kind of go around in like a circle, right? Now, I sometimes will take my finger and I'll smudge it around to kind of get it to really smooth in. You have a dark area and you have a light area. That is one way of showing space because this looks like it's 3-dimensional. Actually, this is called you guys remember, a form. Excellent. So that's one way. Another way is overlapping. So we're going to make it look like there's two pieces. And I'm going to just take this and I'm going to just kind of color this one in. Just so it looks like one is over the other. So overlapping is another way of showing space. And this is on top of it. Placement. We're going to go right through the middle and we're going to go above. Just by placing things in different, like ways to, like, this is the horizon line. The horizon line, if you guys remember where the land and the sky meet. Okay, this is the land and the sky. This is like really, maybe close. This one's further away in a way. Okay. Also just where they placed. Size. We have big means it's up close. Small means it's far away. Value and focus. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this one really dark. And we're going to make this one really light. So the way that you kind of make a color makes some things pop out. Lighter colors tend to pop out, or darker colors tend to like go away. That's why we have shadows and they're darker. Okay? Up, and we have perspective. We just learned that. So we're going to take a circle, okay? I'm going to show you a trick with circles. So it's the very edge, okay? Remember we would go to a point and you just copy the side, the front. Oh, no way, I know. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to take these, but I want you to change the shape, okay? And I want you to create your own example of what space looks like, okay? So you cannot use the circle anymore, all right? It says, remember, artists use several different techniques on how to create space. Placement. It says objects are further away until they're closer to the horizon line. Well, we got placement is over here. Size is over here, okay? Objects are further away and appear smaller. Perfect, that's exactly. Overlap in a different spot. We have value and focus. Same. Shading. Shading is exactly like darker and it gets lighter, and perspective is here, okay? So remember, please, you're changing the object or the image that you're doing to be one, to give you examples, okay? When this is done, woo, sorry, I moved my mic. All right, so what you're gonna do is in your next section, you're gonna choose one of those techniques, okay? That means placement, size, overlap, focus, shading, perspective, all right? And you're gonna create different kind of shapes using that technique. So for example, here, I might do, overlapping. Overlapping might be something I can do, okay? I'm going to do some squiggles and then make something go under, all right? Just to make it look like it's overlapping. But that's me. Remember, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, all right? Because honestly, you're you. You're you. There we go. I'm pointing to you. You're you. I'm me, okay? If you want to do one of the others you really love, let's say value and focus, where you're like, you know what, I'm going to make some stars, and I'm going to make some of them going to be dark and some are going to be light. That's fine. You want to do size, make, some be large, some small. That's fine. Okay. You want to do shading in that one? Go right ahead. Okay. But you're choosing one of those techniques and you're going to demonstrate it in this spot. Okay. Please do me a favor. Add color to this one. Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this